Hello, how's it going everybody? Chris here again, show you a video, of course, of comic book and comic book related stuff. I want to make this really quick. Yeah, we all say that, they never turn out quick. But anyways, as you see, I'm surrounded by some Walking Dead stuff. Today's video is all about zombies, basically. A couple other things. But anyways, first thing I'll show you, this is actually my wife's. I bought this for her. This is her birthday gift. So it says there, Dixon Crossbow Training Academy, Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah, this is hers, but thought I'd show it off because it's a great video to show it. And of course, Dixon referring to Daryl Dixon from the Walking Dead TV show. And then that brings me to this, which I purchased for her. This is a group photo when we go to the Calgary Expo. That is going to have 3 of the Walking Dead actors. One being Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl Dixon. Daryl Dixon is Nikki's, one of her favorite, I guess, kind of actors or characters. She really loves the Boondock Saints movie, which Norman Reedus was one of the characters. That's like one of her all-time favorite movies. So she really does like the Norman Reedus and the Daryl Dixon character. So she's Walking Dead. So she's really excited to go see him. And I got her the photo that's going to have Reedus. I don't know how to pronounce the last two people here. Guria. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her name. Anyways, that's the lady who plays Michonne. She's going to be there, and also Ewan, the fellow who plays Glenn. So all 3 of those persons are going to be there. So yeah, that's really cool. Got her the group photo that's going to be on the Saturday there. So that's really cool. Walking Dead. Got her this Walking Dead T-shirt, which she can basically wear anywhere. You know, all the nerds at the con are going to get it, but it's a nice sweater that she can wear out and about. You know, without zombie and blood and all over the place and everything. But yeah, so that's really cool. As soon as those are posted online, had to get that for her, and then I'm just waiting for the autographs. The autograph pre-orders are supposed to be hopefully coming out soon. They had a link for it before on the website, and then it's not there anymore, so hopefully they're updating it and gonna have the pre-orders, because I got to get my Stan Lee signature prepaid for sure. Okay, so that's cool stuff, and I'm going to show you some of the, one of the main things here that I got. Got this package from Lone Star Comics, already opened it up. This is my last order. I ordered this on February 24th, I think it was. So that's my last order of comic books. Finally came in, and like I've said before, not ordering anything until after April, till the show is done, because I really have really got to save up a lot of money to you know, go to the show and pay for what I want to get there. So for the 2 months since February, I haven't been buying anything for myself, no comic book stuff. Like I say, I won't be getting stuff again until after the con, or well, I'll be getting stuff at the con, obviously. But anyways. So let's check this out, and yeah, the last thing is something related to zombies. But here's a great comic book, and I think the 4th one is already out. But Hellboy in Hell, issue number 3. Can never miss an issue of Hellboy. You know, sadly a while ago, because of money, I've let go of BPRD for a while. Hopefully I can get back into that, or collecting the trades or something. But Hellboy I can never let go. And this will be one of the first titles that I pick up again when I start buying again. I will be getting the Hellboy issues. I thought this one would be good to get, real cheap, and I just got to get the whole stories. It's really kind of, it was cheap, but kind of scuffed up, like it's been sliding on a table for a while. Same with the back. But this is book number 3 of Batman, The Dark Knight, Hunt the Dark Knight. A second or third printing? Second printing. So you go. So I just got to get all these, because the animated films were just awesome, and I had already picked up one what do we got? 1 and 4. So when I made this order, I saw this on there for cheap. Got that. I think it's almost a must for kind of everybody. Just find some cheap copies of this. It's almost a must to have this Batman story, I think. 1970s book, and I've just been loving the 70s stuff, that's for sure. I've been seeing this one kicking around for a while, different people showing it on YouTube, so I figured it's time for me to do it. And anything I get from DC is usually not a superhero comic book, usually. The non-superhero books from DC are the ones I usually tend to love. I just really enjoy them for some reason. But here is Rima, the Jungle Girl, issue number 1 from 1974. I've been seeing this one on a few videos here and there, and I thought it was really interesting, and I don't think there was anything bad said about it. Yeah, Joe Kubert art. So like on the cover here it says, is she beast or human? Well, looking at her clothing here, they look very... I don't know what to say that is. The difference between her being a beast or a human is whether that is a one-piece bikini or if that's just body hair. That would be the difference. Okay, so this one, these last two are sort of related but not. Anyways, they're monster books, and I've been just loving the stuff since you guys have been getting me into some 70s stuff, starting with the Commandy stuff. Just loving it, and the more 70s stuff I get is just amazing. I'm loving it. And also the monster stuff, especially the 70s monster stuff. So it's kind of a little bit of a goal for me to at least have something, particularly from the 70s, of a monster type book, a number 1, a first appearance, and usually Marvel. If I can get a monster book from Marvel from the 70s or early 80s, I kind of want to have one book of every monster I can kind of think of. So a while ago I told you guys I read the book, the novel, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I decided to pick up what I believe is one of the first, I guess, or a 70s comic book based on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So this is Supernatural Thrillers number 4, and this is adapted from The Chiller by Robert Louis Stevenson. So I think this one will be a great read because I've already read the book, so I'll kind of see some differences if there are any in here. Looks really kind of cool. And the monster, flipping through it, looks a little more kind of visually, I guess, like the monster in the novel. So this is really cool. I think that's really cool. Yeah. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Really cool cover. Yeah, 72. Okay, so the last one. It's Zombies. It's a big one here. Magazine. This is from Curtis, which is a Marvel publication. I'm just loving anything that's Marvel, basically. I'm a Marvel fanboy, so if I can get any of these tales in, a Marvel edition, I will. But anyways, right here, here's issue number 1 of Tales of the Zombie, 1973. Beautiful, beautiful cover by, was it Boris Vallejo? Love that cover, it's amazing. So they got a few different stories in here, but the first story of this character, I can't remember the guy's name at the moment anyways, I just read it just a little ago, some of it anyways. There's a whole bunch of stories in here, but there's a 3-part story basically of the zombie. The first time it was introduced, according to my research, was in the 50s when I think it was Stan Lee and Dick Ayers put out a comic book, a story in Menace, issue number 5, which was called Zombie. And so that story is reproduced in this book, but there's also kind of a bookends to that short story where it shows the origin of that of the zombie character, and then also a story just after or continuing from that Menace issue number 5 from the 50s when Marvel was known as Atlas. So I thought the story was pretty neat. I like it. Zombies are just a hot hit right now, and it's great. It has to do with he's basically a voodoo zombie, and that's how he was brought back to life through, you know, voodoo. But these crazy voodoo witches and, you know, the Louisiana bayou, you know, swamp, were, you know, trying to sacrifice him. It was kind of neat. One of his co-workers, or his secretary, was the voodoo queen. His daughter is in here, and basically he's trying to protect his daughter. Not particularly showing in this one, but I think in other magazines he's more of a protector of his daughter. But a very hard businessman. He's called the Coffee King. Yeah, so I think it was a pretty good story. I liked it. I'm probably gonna, if I get more of these, continuing the story, I will, because it's kind of interesting, and loving these 70s, you know, monster books. I think it was a pretty good tale. It was a pretty good tale, and if you like probably Swamp Thing, Man Thing, it's sort of in that tone where he's kind of sort of a mindless, or his memories are very limited, just kind of wandering through the swamp and kind of haphazardly of sorts coming across these adventures and just spooking people out. So I really like that. That's really cool. So with that said, a little bit of help from you guys, and I'll tell you, I'm trying to get a couple more comic books. The one with Nakantu, the Living Mummy, I want to get whatever his first appearance was. I think that's from the 70s or whatever, from Marvel. The Living Mummy. There's an Invisible Man one I want to get as well. I got those on my watch list. But if you guys know any other monster comic books that are great from the 70s, like I already got, you know, Tomb of Dracula, Werewolf by Night. I think there's another magazine I want to get, Legion of Monsters, which has kind of like that fishman creature, that other swamp creature. I got some Man Things. But if you guys know any other monster book characters that were adapted into comic book form, then from the 70s or 80s, let me know, because I'd really like it. I mean, if you guys know, especially if there's a really good ghost story from the 70s or 80s, I'd like to pick that up. But any kind of monster character you can think of that I probably don't have yet, and you know it's a good story, let me know about it, and you know, if I like it, I'll put it on my want list. But yeah, I definitely kind of want to get one book, at least one book, of every kind of creature or monster or spooky character that's kind of come into comic book existence. I've been really enjoying it. Alright, so that's enough rambling, I think, but just amazing. A lot of Walking Dead and zombie stuff happening. It's going to be amazing. The show's coming up soon. It's at the end of April here, so, well, we're in March, but at the end of April. So really cool stuff, I think. I'm really excited. That's about it. That's about all I can say, I guess. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.